Hello. And this is, I'm Ananda, and this is the energetic reading for the week commencing 6th of October. So apologies for it being late, but I'm using Bernie Amori's Soul Freedom deck. There we are. And we're going to see which cards come out for us. And it'll be 3 cards. Okay, giving us a flavor and idea of the invitations open to us, the types of energies which kind of come forward towards us to meet us. And if we're open, we're able to perceive them and perhaps to release, to be open to receive them. Okay? And allow them to work their alchemy on us. Okay, so the intention is to have a clear, concise, accurate, energetic reading for the week, and that the information is in accordance with the highest good of all sentient beings, all space-time dimensions, universes, and it's done with unconditional love and acceptance for the highest good of all. Okay. So I'm going to shuffle. Oops, something's falling out. So do we want, yeah, we want one of them. So this is the first card, synchronicity. Okay, it's jumping out and it's about synchronicity. All right, so let's see what the other two are. Okay, I'm going to cut, and it's the left side. And so I'm just cutting the portions, first the deck and then the portions into up so that it can come down, let it boil down to second card, inner child. Oh, what glorious. They do look, these cards in some ways do look a lot like flowers, but I find this is very, very floral. Okay. And the third and final card, don't worry, I will raise the 3 of them up and we'll see what else, what the messages are for us. Inner child generally is to reconnect back to the innocent time, the time where anything we knew, we believed that anything is possible, and make believe or all the make believe roles that we were playing, or the spaces, they were all very, very real. And I do believe that when we focus on something like that and consistently, and I think what we need to do at this moment is focus consistently on being love and peace and joy. And like I said last week, being the change that we want to see in the world, not avoiding seeing the harshness of life as it sometimes can be, but focusing on the unity that is actually, which is actually there. Yeah. And and the connectedness of all of us and the similarities. Every person wants to be able to live freely, to have enough food, to have enough water, to have enough resources so that they can manage, and ultimately so that they can thrive, and so that their families can thrive, and their grandchildren and their great-grandchildren, you know, it's and we've known from what a lot of psychologists have said, when all the basic needs are met, that's not always true, because it seems that there have been some amazing artists and amazing art which has been produced from the most difficult spaces, the most difficult places, and sometimes, from great poverty as well. So it's not always it's not always, I can't say correct, but it's not always adequate to say that when all the survival needs are met, then you know people will start to be more creative. I don't quite think that's true for some people, but for maybe the majority of people, those needs can be met, and then we start to pursue um, perhaps more other creative avenues or spiritual avenues. But I think maybe now when I think about it, perhaps that's not quite correct either, because there have been instances and there are instances when people find, even in the most difficult of situations, they find that connectivity, that community with others, and they find they can be generous as well, and they can be immensely creative to trying to find solutions to problems which may be besieging all parties or them personally. So being open to that creative part, no matter what situation we're in, knowing that it's always that flower, that blossom, that spark is always there. Okay, and this is the final card. I don't know what it is either. Purification. Okay, so we had rebirth last week. Purification. So I will show you the three cards. First, we had synchronicity. Second, inner child. And then purification. But what's really coming up is this connection to an awareness of ourselves, of our nature, true nature, and that immense creativity, that creative source, that fountain of light within us, and finding that fountain and that deep well, a deep well which then, becomes feeds a beautiful fountain of love and acceptance, and being that energy, um, just being that energy and holding that energy, no matter what we read in the newspapers, no matter what we're told is happening in the world, what we witness in the world as well. That is one of the most challenging things to do. It's not crumpling into a heap because of the horrors which occur. But notwithstanding that, we also know that although there may be horrors shown to us by the media, that's not the whole picture. Okay? So know that the truth is that there's so many sides and so many aspects of something. Yeah? And we need to really be the hope and the joy and the faith that we need in the world. So be that, okay? And the purification um, is really like a preparation for something new as well. It's not just a release. Purification is an active um, putting to death, yeah, putting to death things that really we don't want anymore, yeah. And it can also be about the clearing out of a house. So on a physical level, perhaps it's about what we're eating, being as pure as we can, but also about being pure, purified thought, purified mind. Okay, so I think that's what's coming through. And synchronicities, of course, being really, really aware of just wonderful things happening all around you, in front of you, for you. Yeah, for you. So I'm going to read from the little book, and perhaps it will give us a little bit more clarity. Okay, so the first one is synchronicity. So the intention is notice and follow the signs from the universe. The key energies are alignment, divine guidance, and connection. And yesterday, well, early this morning, it's actually 7th, which since I'm recording this on the 7th, which is a day late. Early this morning at about 4:48, we had a full moon, and it was huge in the sky yesterday. So key energies are alignment, divine guidance, and connection. And I ran a live online group Reiki session. And the title and the intention was to download all the divine codes. So I will pop first I'll share this reading and then I'll pop a link for the recording. So if you're interested in being in that energy, there's some alchemy crystal sound bowls playing as well. So please be aware of that and that you're able to manage with the sound and the energy. Okay. And then the sort of formal Reiki session comes after that. So it's about almost an hour. So the message for this synchronicity is pay attention to the synchronicities that appear in your life. Notice the signs from the universe. These divine messages reveal that you are in perfect alignment, connected to a higher plan. Trust in the guidance you receive and know that each sign brings you closer to fulfilling your purpose with grace and clarity. Pray and ask for a sign when in need. And let's remember that. So, inner child is next. The intention: connect with your inner child and heal the playful, innocent aspects of yourself. And I think the purification has a lot to do with that too. Key energies are joy, innocence, and healing. And the message is reconnect with the pure, joyful essence of your inner child. Allow the energy of original innocence to bring lightness and wonder back into your life. Through this connection, old wounds can be healed and you can rediscover the freedom to play, dream, and create. Embrace the energy of joy and magic and know that your inner child holds the key to deep emotional restoration and boundless happiness. Wonderful. So there we are. The final card, purification. Here we are. The intention is, okay, clear confusion of the mind and body to find renewed joy and direction in your life. The key energies are focus, insight, letting go. The message: release the heavy energy that clouds your mind and body and allow the joyful light of clarity to shine through. And this heavy energy can be to do with your space, your physical space. So you may want to clear it out. Get ready for winter. Maybe chop things out. Maybe renew your spaces. Perhaps have a look at your altar and have a look at your food as well, and the sources of your water. So as you purify and let go what no longer serves you, focus and insight will emerge, guiding you toward renewed joy and purpose. Embrace this process of letting go and trust that it will open new magical doors on your journey. Okay, so they all speak of newness, of new doors opening, new possibilities. So after rebirth, especially last week, these are the energies which come in further to support us in that energy, yeah, in that um, transformation into more of your light-filled self, more of the grace that we are, and more of the knowledge and understanding of our true nature. Okay, so thank you very much. And hopefully, if you enjoyed this, if it was useful, please give it a thumbs up. And if you could share it with your friends, that would be great. And see you next week. Bye for now. Namaste.